Set Sydney 5. Ready. And they're off. Ashcand off the inside, out the back with Our Boy Nicholas and Louis C.K. Reiby The Red left well with King's Guard. Count of Lemonade settling down third and Signposted's going forward on their outside. Mossendale settles down fifth with Magical Stance. And then followed a length to Leopari, who settled down centre field passing the 1200. 1 length away Egyptian Ruler, a length and a quarter Ashcan Kellyville Flyer. Obsidian third to last, then Louis C.K. And last is Our Boy Nicholas. Signposted presses on. And passing the 900 metres mark, takes the lead by 3/4 to King's Guard, who maintains the fence at the moment. Reiby The Red is in third, a length and a half to Mossendale fourth. The favourite tucked away the inside, passing the half mile. Magical Stance lobbed in a good spot fifth, and then Count of Lemonade, who's now 3 wide. Leopari next the middle, and then followed Egyptian Ruler. Behind those, Kellyville Flyer, Ashcand. A long way back, Obsidian, Louis C.K. And last is Our Boy Nicholas. Signposted, who's been tried at odds, is the leader. 450 left to run as they circle the corner. Reiby The Red a half length away. King's Guard will cut the corner. Mossendale's about to get a split in the purple and pink jacket. Leopari tries to track it through. Magical Stance runs on, and then followed Egyptian Ruler. Mossendale hit the front. Coming home, Reiby The Red, so too Magical Stance, and Leopari still going for that split. Mossendale the leader. Reiby The Red. Leopari had to duck back to the inside. It's Mossendale. Leopari's driving. Mossendale just. Leopari got it. Last top, Bowman lifted it. Leopari beat Mossendale. Third, Reiby The Red. Magical Stance, peak late 4. Then followed Obsidian. The next one to clock in was King's Guard, Louis C.K., Egyptian Ruler, Kellyville Flyer, Signposted, folded up, Our Boy Nicholas, and Count of Lemonade.
The running of the Rolly Mile, and the red light is blinking away. Stand by for a break. The favourite's drawn the outside stall, and they're off and racing, and he got it off to a flying start. Arbertson is going to the lead. In contrast, Zorkany jumped very awkwardly, and the short price favourite leads with Reiby The Red being rustled up going to second. King's Guard's got a good spot in front of Pelothronius in the early stages. Then Darcy's Affair on the outside of Gold Horizon. Lasquetti Spirit in the second half of the field. 2 lengths away to Ellu, a length off to Zorkany, and Kinnemer's last, and almost 10 lengths off the front runner, which is Arbertson. It's only got one style of racing, and that's Gallop in the lead, and it's going along at a good speed from Reiby The Red, and King's Guard caught a bit deep and going closer. The pace just steadied a bit, so King's Guard is right up outside the front runner now. Reiby The Red takes a sit back to third, followed by Gold Horizon, Pelothronius, and the Coffs Cup winner Darcy's Affairs caught 3 wide, no cover. Lasquetti Spirit behind from Ellu, then came Zorkany, and Kinnemer is the last one down the side of the course, and Arbertson looking for yet another winner. This bold front-running type leads by 3/4 on King's Guard. Then came Reiby The Red, getting to the outside of King's Guard. Rise in the fence, Darcy's Affair being forced deeper, and then came Pelothronius, has got room to take gaps as they straighten up, and Clark sitting very quietly in Arbertson at the 350. Nicely clear from Reiby The Red, King's Guard, further back to Ellu. Pelothronius will really need to lift from there, but it's Arbertson in front. A length and a half clear from Reiby The Red, then King's Guard and Ellu, but inside the final 100 metres, Arbertson's well clear. He's been a winter wonder, and here's another success, taking out the Rolly Mile. Arbertson by a length on the line to King's Guard. Reiby The Red third, Ellu in fourth, followed by Darcy's Affair. Further back to Kinnemer, who found the line okay from Gold Horizon. Pelothronius struggled after the defeat in the Coffs Cup. Then Lasquetti Spirit, and Zorkany was last home. Is on a Derby trail, and we're all set. The light is on. Gates open now. They're off and racing. And another Lager jump well together with Reiby The Red, and Dan's is drawn towards the inside and is going to use that. So Barb plonks in right behind them. Now Weather and News going forward. Wants a prominent role here, Weather with You, and it's caught 3 wide early. Back in the field, Augustus will settle down third last. Then came Egyptian Ruler on the inside of Lani Girl. So Reiby The Red takes the lead at the 1200 metres, and Weather with You with the blinkers on goes to a clear second. Dan's leader's back third now, and another Lager's caught deep. Augustus Augustus going through the centre, followed by Sir Barb, then Lani Girl, Egyptian Ruler last of a fairly bunched field. Reiby the Red makes the running here, only narrowly from Weather With You, the New Zealander on a Derby campaign, and it sits up in second. Another Lark has been 3 deep from the start, followed by the well-backed Danza. Then the post-time favourite Augustus fifth, a length off Delaney Girl, Sir Barber, and Egyptian Rulers last. So they haven't gone overly hard in this, and Reiby the Red in front by a neck to Weather With You, followed by Danza, another Lager, and Augustus wedged between the pair. Further back then to Sir Barb from Lani Girl and Egyptian Rulers last. They start to spread it up now coming to the turn. Reiby the Red really being pressured by Weather With You. McAvoy getting stuck into it. Augustus pulling to the outside, and Danza's looking for clear running into the straight now, and Weather With You and Augustus take the lead, with Augustus moving up on the outside, and Augustus went past Weather With You. Then came Reiby the Red and Egyptian Rulers running on. It's Augustus in front with 100 metres to run from Reiby the Red and Egyptian Ruler. Augustus just in front. Here's the post, and Augustus gets in. Beat Egyptian Ruler and Reiby the Red. Danza in fourth. Weather With You didn't see it out. Then Sir Barb from Lani Girl, and another Lager was last.
Right, the red light comes on. Wellington Cup off and racing. Mercurial Lad jumped away nicely. It's going to head across. Trying to get in closer. Schedule was away well. Reiby Red's on the fence. Failed approach just behind them. Mr. McBat Dalmatia Prince is going up fast, wide out. The getaway was back to third last, then Loving Home. And Mr. McBat had dropped out to the tail of the field. So they're about to leave the straight now, and Reiby Red takes up the running. Scheduled a second, being followed then by Failed Approach on the inside. Mercurial Lad going forward. Dalmatia Prince in the centre there with Social Element. 6 lengths back to the getaway, then Loving Home, and Mr. McBat was last. So they race towards 1,000 metres, and Reiby Red bowling along in front, a length and a half on schedule. Mercurial Lad the outside. Failed Approach was fourth, a length and a half back Social Element. Dalmatia Prince about with 3/4 of a length behind Social Element as they pass the 700. 3 lengths back to the getaway. Loving Home it's outside, and Mr. McBat is last. They race towards the top of the hill, and Reiby Red leads them up in the Wellington Cup out by a length and a half. Mercurial Lad, Failed Approach third, the fence and schedule. Ridden along then Dalmatia Prince. Social Element is sneaking along the fence. Loving Home making ground. Then the getaway. Mr. McBat. Reiby Red leads now. 300 to go. Failed Approach is off the fence now, challenging. Mercurial Lad is a couple of lengths behind them as they come well into the straight, and Reiby Red. Social Element along the inside. Failed Approach. The getaway from a long way back. And then Loving Home. Reiby Red in front. Failed Approach is coming at it. Failed Approach. Reiby Red. Failed Approach. Failed Approach beat Reiby Red. The getaway ran third. Fourth Social Element. Then came Mr. McBat on its outside. Dalmatia Prince and Loving Home schedule and Mercurial Lad.